Are you one of the millions of Airbnb hosts constantly wondering if your listing appears on the first pages? Do you find yourself tweaking your listing every day, hoping to boost its position? You're not alone. This is a common struggle for hosts everywhere. In any marketplace, the higher your position, the better your chances of success. If your property is buried at the bottom or doesn't even show up, how will you get bookings? Well, stay tuned. In today's video, my friend Caroline, a former Airbnb software engineer, will explain to you how the Airbnb algorithm really works. She will debunk some myths and will provide you with real advice to help your property succeed. Hi, I'm Anthony, and I help people navigate the world of Airbnb and short-term rentals, business, finance, and investing. If you want to improve your knowledge and financial future, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button if you find this video helpful. So, Caroline, can you explain what the famous Airbnb algorithm is?
Hi, Anthony. This is a great topic, and I'll do my best to explain how it works. The truth is, there isn't one single Airbnb algorithm. There are thousands, all working together to match the right property with the right guest at the right time. This is the reason why different guests see different recommendations. But I understand why hosts are so confused about the algorithm. What you read online in blogs like this, and this, or what you hear from self-proclaimed experts on YouTube and podcasts like this one, or this one, is often outdated and not entirely true. The problem is that many of these articles and advice from self-proclaimed experts make it seem like the algorithm only focuses on the properties, but that's incorrect. What is worse is that they make hosts believe that they found the secret formula to hack the algorithm so they can either profit from views on their YouTube channels or to sell useless but expensive courses. Truth is, the algorithms focus on both the guests and properties, though it puts more weight on the guest experience, because a better guest experience leads to more bookings for Airbnb. So, although it's important to make sure your property follows best practices, it doesn't mean your property will always be at the top. To understand this, let me start with a quick history lesson. In the early days of Airbnb, when there were only a few hundred properties in a specific location, ranking the properties was straightforward, and it was based on high-quality photos, lots of good reviews, the number of past bookings, likes, and whether you were a superhost or not. Because of these simple things, in the past, it was easy to game the system with tactics like buying 5-star reviews, keyword stuffing, asking people to like your property, and dropping your daily price but adding an outrageous cleaning fee. Well, as Airbnb grew and people started exploiting these tactics, Airbnb improved its algorithms to focus less on the property and more on the guest experience. So now, instead of a basic ranking system, the algorithm is way more complex. It takes inputs. Then in the back end, the algorithm applies a set of rules, mathematical formulas, and artificial intelligence to produce a result. In this case, the guests are the inputs. So, when you search for properties on Airbnb in the Smokies, you become the input. Then, the algorithm applies rules using what Airbnb knows about you as a guest and what they know about the properties in the Smokies. Therefore, what you see in the search results is a personalized list of properties tailored just for you. As you can see, hacking the algorithm isn't easy anymore. In fact, it is impossible. Although there's still people suggesting things that are more myths than facts, let's go over some of those myths. Myth number 1. Professional photos. One of the most common recommendations is to have professional photos. But here's where many people get confused. Professional photos doesn't mean you have to hire a professional photographer. You just need high-quality pictures, and most smartphones can do that nowadays. The algorithm only knows the quality of the picture, but it can't tell if it was taken by a professional photographer or not. While Airbnb does care about photo quality, for the algorithm, it's not a huge deal. On a scale from 1 to 10, it's like a 1. Many properties with low-quality photos still make it to the first page, even above those with better photos. But keep this in mind. High-quality photos are more important for the guests than for the algorithm. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're on Tinder. The first thing women see is your picture. If your picture is blurry, overly photoshopped, or just unappealing, they're going to swipe left faster than you can say superhost. But if you have a high-quality, attractive picture, some women will swipe right. But I can't guarantee you all of them will. The same goes for your property photos. If guests like the first photo, they're more likely to click on your listing. However, there's a catch. If a lot of people click on your property, but very few book it, it signals to Airbnb that your property isn't that appealing to guests. So, while good photos can attract clicks, it's the conversion rate, actual bookings, that really matters. Now let's talk about the title and description. The algorithm doesn't give them much attention, but they're super important to guests. Continuing with our Tinder analogy, let's say 30 women swiped right. That means they liked your picture. But before they say hi, they'll read your bio, check your height, hobbies, and so on. Your bio is like your listing's title and description. If you write, "Hey baby, I'm Anthony and I can't wait to meet you," you're not going to get many responses unless someone's really desperate. But if your bio is interesting and fun, you'll get more hellos. The same goes for your property. If guests like your pictures and your description, the chances of getting booked increase. In the past, people stuffed the description and title with keywords, but those days are over. Guests don't read long descriptions anymore. They focus on the pictures, lists of amenities, location, and price way more than the description or title. Myth 2. Constant listing updates. Honestly, I have no idea how this rumor started. My guess? At some point, one of those self-proclaimed experts claimed to have found the secret sauce, probably to sell you something. In reality, this strategy can cause unnecessary stress without offering any real benefits for hosts. So if you're frantically updating your listing every day or chasing after secret keywords, just stop. Take a deep breath and relax. Myth 3. Connecting to channel managers and blocking dates will hurt you. This one really scares people. The fear that connecting their properties to channel managers, syncing calendars with other platforms, or closing dates will get them penalized by the algorithm. This always makes me laugh, because it's fascinating how fear can paralyze people, and all based on a rumor. Myth 4. Resetting the algorithm. This is a hilarious myth. The idea that pausing and reactivating your listing will somehow restart the algorithm. Folks, this isn't like rebooting your Wi-Fi router or turning your computer off and on again. You can't just restart Airbnb's algorithms like they're stuck in a tech glitch. Myth 5. You have to be Superhost or have only 5 stars to rank at the top. This is a very common myth. In the past, this was true. However, as I said, the algorithm focuses on the guest more than the property, so it's not uncommon to see properties with lower ratings than 5 stars, or hosts who are not Superhost at the top, while properties with better ratings or Superhosts are buried at the end. Myth 6. Please heart my property. The final myth is that tons of hearts will make your property more popular. In reality, hearts are bookmarks, so guests can come back easier. In the past, yes, it used to signal Airbnb that the property was popular, but similar to the high-quality pictures. On the scale from 1 to 10, it's a 1.
Hey folks, make sure you check the second part of this interesting conversation, where Caroline will explain us how Airbnb uses the information from the guests to decide what properties they display and what you can do to increase the chances for your property to be discovered.